By the death of a man, the birth of a spirit. When Nero plunged a blade into his throat on that June morning in AD 68, Rome believed a tyrant had died. But in the unseen realm, the Anunnaki saw something else. A doorway opened, a pattern escaped, a spirit survived. For Nero was not merely a man. He was a vessel. A host for the ancient poison the fallen giants whispered into empires. The urge to dominate, to erase, to rule, to burn, to crush the people of the Creator. The man died, but the spirit of Nero lived. It seeped into history like smoke rising from a sacrificial fire. A dark pattern returning, again and again. The beast behind the throne, Nero's cruelty, the burning of Christians, the humiliation of the Senate, the torch of vanity and bloodlust was not new. It was ancient, older than Rome, older than Babylon, older than Egypt. It came from the same shadow that poisoned Rehab before its fall, the same envy that led the Anunnaki to corrupt mankind in Eden, the spirit that calls itself God, while ruling like a beast, a spirit of self-worship, deception, domination, persecution, empire without conscience. In the language of Hebrew prophets, some called it the spirit of Antichrist. In the arc of these chronicles, its name was simply the spirit of Nero. The spirit of Nero walks through empires. After Nero's death, Rome descended into chaos, civil war, collapsing emperors, shifting crowns. But the spirit behind empire endured. It sat behind the thrones of Domitian, each acclation, each persecuting the children of light with Nero's same shadowed hunger. It rode with crusaders who invoked God while spilling innocent blood. It whispered to kings who carved borders with steel and declared themselves chosen. It entered colonizers who crossed oceans bearing Roman German steel, conquering the indigenous people of God with the same rhythm as Nero's tyranny. Steal, kill, destroy. It lurked behind slave ships, boarding schools, forced conversions, the renaming of sacred lands, the theft of languages and identities wherever an empire declared, "We are the light, submit or perish." The Nero spirit smiled, for it does not need Nero, the man. It only needs Nero, the pattern. The spirit of Nero in the age of crosses and crowns. When Rome fell, the spirit did not vanish. It migrated, it found new thrones within the Germanic kingdoms who inherited Rome's mantle. It breathed through the Holy Roman Empire, a name containing both holy and Roman, yet often lacking both holiness and truth. It sat behind European monarchs as they sliced the world into pieces. It guided explorers who claimed continents by thrusting flags into the flesh of the earth. As Nero once claimed Rome with fire, it guided priests who tore indigenous names from children and forced new ones into their mouths, just as Rome renamed its captives. Wherever the Messiah's image was whitened, Europeanized, Romanized, the spirit of Nero rejoiced, for the Anunnaki's old lie continued. Replace the true image with the image of empire.
The spirit of Nero in modern thrones. The spirit did not die with kings and empires. It learned to wear new crowns. Today it sits in corporations that strip the land without reverence, governments that silence the oppressed, churches that preach conquest instead of compassion, militaries that occupy sacred ground, systems that profit from stolen identity and stolen history, wherever power becomes God. and humans become tools. Nero lives. Not as a man, but as a shadowed principle. Empire over empathy, domination over dignity, control over creation. A world where wealth defines righteousness, and the poor are blamed for suffering. A world where the stories of the indigenous are silenced as Rome once silenced the prophets. A world where the old patterns of empire continue under new flags. But the light still confronts the beast. Yet the children of light have never been silent. From Christians burned in Nero's gardens to indigenous elders preserving songs in secret. To oppressed people rising with truth on their tongues, the light has always confronted the beast. Every time a people reclaim their ancestral name, the Nero spirit weakens. Every time a sacred land is restored, the Nero spirit trembles. Every time a colonized mind awakens to remember its creator-given dignity, the Nero spirit loses ground. Every truth spoken, every culture revived, every language reborn, every song resurrected is a sword against the beast. The prophecy of the pattern. The early believers feared Nero would return. Not the man, but the pattern. They were right. The beast rises in every age where power replaces love, empire replaces truth, image replaces identity, but the promise remains unbroken. The light defeated the pale image. The light crushed the destroyer's head. The light overcame Nero. The spirit may rise, but it cannot win. The pattern may return, but it cannot conquer. For every age holds two stories. The empire that claims the world, and the remnant the world cannot silence, and still the creator whispers. The beast rises in every generation. But so does the light.